I saw something um about taking the Lord's name in vain and what that is, and um what what we need to do about it. And um I saw that person's answer because they were on their podcast and they answered that question, and I only saw the clip. But uh, the answer that they gave was correct, but while correct, I asked God, um, what is the issue? Why do we say, "Oh God," and when something is at our deepest need, when we get angry, when we're surprised, when we have an emotional response. Um, because what he said was like, when you call on God, um, make sure you know what you're calling when you're calling on Him, and all that stuff. And although that stuff is true, don't call Him when you don't need Him. Absolutely true. But as I started to ruminate on this, although uh, this person made some really good points in the clip, uh, what I began to realize was, because we all are created by God, and as we may not want to admit it, but because we as human beings have the breath of God in us, and because we are shaped by God, when we are, God said this to me, when we are at our greatest emotional need, whether it be anger, whether it be surprise, whether it be whatever, he said, that is why people call out to me. They say, "Oh God," and they may not even believe in God, because something at that emotional moment is crying out to God, is crying out for their Savior, and they don't even know it. That's something to ruminate on, is that at our greatest emotional moments, we don't mean to be blasphemous and all that stuff like people think. It's just at our greatest emotional moments, or when things go down, or when things go right, or when things don't go right, or when we get angry, and when our emotions um take a hold of us, or when something goes down in our life, we say, "Oh God," because that's who we are made to cry out to, even though we don't believe in God. But internally, um, innately, because He created us, we are made to cry out to the Father, even though we may not subscribe to Him or believe in Him or be of another uh, faith or no faith or whatever. And I sat back and said, "Wow, that that's powerful." So I thought I would just share it with you, what me and the Lord, what the Lord was speaking to me about. Bye, guys. See you soon. Take care. It is our instinct crying out for our Father. That's what it is. That's what that's what me and me and the Lord were talking about last night. It is our instinct crying out for our Father.